go. Crash and flow.
Oh, did you hear about we already recorded.
Are we? Okay.
Yeah, we can go in it. Yo, did you hear about this? You know those pranksters that it's not fun pranks. It's like they're annoying the person. So, or an example of annoying prank is where some guy is just checking. He's doing self checkout, and so the prankster, quote unquote, comes in and just takes that dude's groceries and makes it like, oh, it's mine. And the guy's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, this is my groceries.
I've seen some of those that end so badly for the prankster.
So
Did somebody die?
one of them got shot in a supermarket. He was trying to run a prank. And then they interviewed the dad on the news. Yeah. And then the dad was like, my son's just, my son was having fun with people and that person didn't want to have fun back. And so, it's, dude, your son's an asshole.
Yeah.
Your son's an asshole. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. I don't want your son to die.
Nobody does, but
But I'm glad that he got shot and he's recovering.
Yeah.
Right? I'm glad that he's recovering. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that it will be like minor amounts of scar tissue, a little bit of physio, and he's going to be good to go. Yeah. I'm glad he got shot.
It's like that when I saw a guy taking a selfie with a deer, and as he's taking this video, the deer like smashes him. I was just like, yeah, I think that's... As long as you don't fully die where you're like, damn, that's a complete loss.
Have you seen
There's
the
no
lady,
lesson learned.
The lady that was getting too close and the park ranger or someone responsible were like, please keep your distance, please. And then she just kept on trying to...
What's the animal?
I think it was a bison.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Saw one recent with elephants. And man, this guy barely got out of there. This elephant was going to murder this guy. Also, like, you don't want to be murdered by something that's not good at killing. Because it's going to be so sloppy.
Bro, no. You also don't want to get killed by something that is really good at killing.
Bro, you just want to get walked on by an elephant? You know how bad that is? Step.
Yeah, but
it just leaves your head.
I'm trying not to get eaten by a bear. The bear is just going to eat my leg first.
Elephant steps on your stomach once. There's no coming back from that. Now like you've ever stepped on an ant? You ever step on an ant? That's not going to...
Yeah, that's true.
That's not going to clean well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna find this lady, but
that's okay.
She definitely got too close. Maybe it was a moose. It was something so big that it's comical that you would want to go It's comical that you think that you could approach such a monster.
Right. They have bisons just open in Yosemite. You've seen the bison hit the little girl that's like 3 years old, and she goes flying like a baby seal. Yeah. Oh my God, that's hilarious,
bro. There's a video on, I don't know, Planet, one of the nature channels, and it's two bison that are running towards each other like full clip and then just headbutting each other, right? God. And the crew that's recording it is a fair bit away, and every time it hits, it sounds like there's like a thunder, like a thunderclap, just crack. And it just echoes across the plains.
Where does a bison rank in land mammal size? Like, it must be pretty high, right?
Yeah, I think it's very high.
You just have them at the African lion safari, bisons.
Yeah.
I saw a bison there with the placenta and all that stuff hanging out and a baby calf. I was just like, wow, this is wilder than I thought. You weren't kidding. Shit.
Like, it just came out.
Just like that day, that hour, maybe.
Man.
I also saw this video of a hunter shoot a moose, like a full-grown big head, got the whole ornaments on top. Yeah. And the hunter's like, I think it's dead. I'm gonna go check it out. And he's like, he's like walking towards it, and he gets to it, and he like turns back. He's like, I'm gonna have to put one more in there, right? Because it's not dead. It's just like sitting down,
right? And
he like gets over there. He goes, click, and nothing happens. And this thing
gets up.
Oh, dude, gets up. And the guy's like, run. And they just runs right over him. And then they have him doing an after video.
Yeah.
And he was like, so what it feels like if somebody takes a broomstick and sticks it up your ass. And I was just like, damn. His buddy shot it, though.
Damn, bro.
It was pretty crazy.
Jeez.
Meat eater, actually.
This guy, so he didn't check the chamber.
No, his gun jammed.
Oh, no. That's even worse.
His gun jammed. So, it's a full episode. It was hilarious.
Oh, my God.
Steve Rennell, actually.
That happened to Steve Rennell.
Yeah. It's very well covered. As you can imagine, he has like people with him.
Yeah.
And he's lucky he had his buddy. Callahan, who's a dead shot. These guys are freaking dead shots.
Yeah, I know, right?
The best ones are when they're like in New Zealand on a hill and they're trying to get a ram because rams are on like these hills as well. Oh my god, dude, it's freaking fantastic.
All right, I gotta watch some Meat Eater. I only watched 1 or 2 old episodes.
The more recent ones are like in Hawaii and they're spearfishing underwater. Pretty fun,
bro. Spearfishing looked great. You know, there's one of the more popular ones. Some former lawyer from Montreal. She hung up everything. She wasn't happy being a lawyer,
right?
And just became a professional, full-time spearfisher.
It looks fantastic. Actually, that lady is and the other lady is Kimmy Swimmy.
Okay.
And those are the 2 ladies that are and that's who they went with for the Hawaii episode.
Oh, they went with them.
Yeah, she invited them.
Oh, that's
they kind of made it obvious we were invited because it's Hawaii, so it's not like we're touristing.
Right.
And then she took them down, and these guys, the fish are so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, and they're friggin' like one of them had spikes.
Yeah.
And their cameraman found an octopus. He had to bite the octopus to kill it. You have to bite it in a specific, and it loses all of its color immediately. It's just white. And that's how you know it's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they cook it.
You can't use an utensil?
I don't know.
You
I
gotta
think
go
what
out
you
there.
can do is cut off its head. Like it's such a small
I see. So
animal in a way.
yeah, and it's slimy and stuff, so it's hard for you to like. You might as well just grab it and
Yeah, I think it's right behind the eyes is his brain. So you bite into its brain.
Man. Yeah, if we, the people who are bringing back the mammoth and the dodo, they need to give something to the octopuses so that they live longer. Just as that's
trouble. That's more trouble than AI, bro.
No, maybe we don't know. But here's the thing. Yeah, we've seen Prometheus, right? Where they go in, they like disintegrate themselves in the water, and then come back million years later to see what happens, right?
Dude, my feed is all. It's that about the Anunnaki.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to figure out how these buildings were built, right? And it's all like, hey, your DNA is aliens,
right?
And giants,
right?
And I was like, yeah, it could be giants. I've read about that in the Quran.
Giants, yes. It's
in almost every. It's in the Abrahamic religions.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting,
bro. There's a mention of a person in the Quran that they just found that what it means in hieroglyphics. So in the Quran,
horoscope or hieroglyphics?
Hieroglyphics.
Okay.
So hieroglyphics of Egypt.
Wow.
Shows someone who's a builder.
Wow.
That's moving stone and stuff.
Oh my god.
And then that name occurs also in the Quran, and he's also described as a builder in the Quran.
Man.
Right? Dude, can you imagine if some of this stuff gets unlocked?
Dude, how big was that ark?
Right.
And was it not a boat? Was it a ship? Which is a boat, but
Yeah, we've been calling it a ship.
We just assumed they would
forget that it might have been a spaceship.
It's like from that movie 2022. It just has all these propellers,
Right. 2022
is one of the end of the world movies. They all made boats that people got onto and flew into.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, the more recent one. Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
With
it wasn't good.
Odawell.
Yeah.
Chedabor.
Oh, he was in that?
Oh yeah, he's the main character.
Man, he's such a great actor. He shouldn't make
fantastic. Also, it's great that we didn't really hear about him until he was in his 30s.
And now he's like, I'm good. This is first movie I watched, Serenity.
Yes, me too. And then Inside Man with Denzel. He's Denzel's sidekick.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta watch that again. I didn't even know he was in that movie.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I saw that a month ago.
Love that. You love that movie.
I'm done watching new movies. I'm only watching
bro.
old movies.
No, this is true. New movies are all mostly shit. That being said, I can't. I don't want to say I can't wait for Ramadan to be over. I can't wait to watch John Wick 4 because apparently it's one of the best out of the.
How did they even change it? He killed more people. He's got why he's shooting with his toes. What's he doing? He's got a drone.
I know, right? Like what more could you do?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though, right? We've been watching kung fu movies as long as forever. They don't make good kung fu movies, but now, good martial art movies. So. I think it might be like John Wick.
That's the new kung fu movie.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, that's the last of. There's not going to be any more John Wicks.
Well, good for him. That's if you think about people who've had some successful franchises, right? I don't know if that's a conversation we've had, but this guy's now had John Wick. He had Matrix.
The Matrix. Yeah.
I think it stops there, but going back to the last.
So big though.
Those are so big is the thing because we were talking, and he's also very much the lead. He is he is Neo. He is John Wick. It's not like he's Carl Urban, who's actually in a lot. He's in Lord of the Rings. He's in Star Trek.
He's in Ragnarok, the Thor movies.
The Thor movies, but yeah, he's not leading in any one of those.
No, he's not.
He's collecting a nice paycheck.
In Dread, he's the main guy.
Yes, that is not a franchise, but completely agree.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But that's a fantastic movie.
Okay, known for previous. Here we go.
I think Tommy C takes the most.
Yeah, he does. All right, we're scrolling to the beginning. Man, this man's been working. All right.
Keanu?
Yeah, Keanu. 1984 was his first thing he was in.
Dude,
TV.
I was born.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was his TV show.
Okay.
But nothing really too
Bill
crazy.
and Ted would be his first.
Yeah, I don't see Bill and Ted just yet. River's Edge. Wow, he was a kid, eh? MTV. Dangerous Liaisons. Bill and Ted is in 1989, but before that, he had a good 20 things that he appeared in. Providence, Point Break. Didn't watch that one.
Fantastic, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Great bank. Yeah.
What is it about? What is it about?
It's about a bank robbery, and he's a bank robber with his buddy, but they're like not seeing eye to eye on things.
Okay.
It's really cool.
All right, cool. Apparently he was in Dracula in 1992.
Dang.
Much to Do About Nothing. Oh, Speed.
Sandra Bullock's coming out party.
Yeah, it was, right? Everyone loves Sandra Bullock. Everyone still loves Sandra Bullock, to be honest with you. All right, so Speed, Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah, I remember that.
Chain Reaction. I remember watching Chain Reaction. 1996.
Whoa.
Right? It was when they figured out how to make power out of water.
Right.
The Devil's Advocate.
That was weird. That was a dark one. I remember. I watched that.
Yeah,
Al Pacino.
Matrix, 1999.
Dang, man. Yeah. That's how long it takes to make one of the best movies of all time. Right. 84 to 99.
Yeah. The Gift, Sweet Hardball, Sweet November, Animatrix.
Scanner Darkly.
Yeah, the Matrix Reloaded, Enter the Matrix, Matrix Revolution.
I wouldn't do anything in between the Matrixes.
He didn't actually.
Oh,
Except
really?
No, there was a big gap between the first Matrix and then obviously when they do the sequels, they do them back to back.
Yeah, that's how you do sequels nowadays.
Indeed, Constantine, dude,
that's one of my favorite movies.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
I love Constantine. Great soundtrack as well.
So good.
Perfect Circle.
And then when he goes into like there's a lot of Constantine in John Wick, like some of the vibes where they go into like he goes into that private. That's like this private party that's underneath. That's all like velvet and red and dark and whatnot. Yeah. And he meets up with a guy who like helps him open up a portal to hell. Midnight, yeah, that guy. Yeah. The great detente of this world.
Oh man.
Shit.
And the lead singer from Bush.
Oh yeah.
Gavin Rossdale is in there for some reason.
He's the devil.
I think he is. He seems to be, or at least
I think he's
second in command or something. Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Still finding himself.
Oh my God. Yeah, he was a taxi driver.
Yep.
Right. Rachel Weisz was in that movie.
Oh man, Rachel Weisz. God bless Rachel Weisz.
And Jimon Hansu.
Yeah, that guy had he was in a bunch of things.
Gladiator,
definitely. That was the first time I saw him.
That was big. 47 Ronin, Extreme Pursuit.
I saw 47 Ronin. It was okay.
It was okay. But then John Wick, 2014.
Yep.
And then Knock Knock, I watched that. It was all right. Exposed, didn't watch that. Keanu, that was with Peele. Jordan Peele.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Must be funny.
Yeah, he was just a voice. Yeah,
Okay.
It was funny. Yeah, they're trying to save a kitten. The kitten's name is Keanu.
John Wick and Constantine, they both kind of hate themselves. Like they have a similar vibe in certain times too.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, this guy doesn't want to be alive.
Yeah.
Like he's just alive because he's alive.
Yeah. And he like reluctantly doing the thing he's supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly.
Right. And then when Rachel Weisz is like, just point me in a direction, he just points at the door.
Man. And he takes his cat, goes to hell.
And then he's like smoking a cigarette. He sees a spider, right? And then he like exhales his smoke into a cup and covers it.
Yeah, he's like, why should you be okay? Such a good movie.
So good, dude. So good.
Constantine.
Man, you know what? Since John Wick, there's a lot of movies he's in. Like another 15 before he gets like another 10 before he even hits John Wick 2. He's been working. We haven't been watching. Replicas, Destination Wedding, Siberia, Swedish Dicks, The Happening of Monumental Report, To the Bone film, Quantum Calling. Like he does a whole lot of B movies, it would seem.
I wonder what those are.
Yeah,
Because he has no need to do B movies.
Yo, it gets weirder. Toy Story. He was in the voice of Duke Kaboom.
I think as he gets older, he's just like, let's make some movies.
SpongeBob the movie. He was in there.
Damn.
He's in Cyberpunk 2077, the video game. Bill and Ted, DC Super Pets. Dude, he's freaking Batman in DC Super Pets, the movie.
No way.
And then John Wick 4. Man, that guy's been working.
He's been working.
He's not so discerning with his projects though, but he's been working.
That's why I'm wondering why. Like, he's not in tax problems, I'm assuming.
I don't think he has a. You know what? He's so down to earth that he just kind of does whatever he wants. I feel
that's what you want to hope for everybody, right? It's just like
no. This is factually true for Keanu.
All right, good.
Yeah. Factually true for Keanu. He took part of his salary out to pay the Matrix animators and stuff like this.
Yeah.
He lost his sister to cancer.
Right.
So he has a very different outlook in life.
Viggo Mortensen apparently bought a horse for the horse wranglers during Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what?
And he adopted his horse.
Yeah. Well, the guy lives on a ranch in Texas, so lots of space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he has his Lord of the Rings horse.
Yeah.
He took it. He's like, you will be mine now.
You're mine now.
That's awesome.
Every now and then he's at home practice. He's just like, I'm the king of men.
For Frodo, dude. There was a video breakdown on Viggo or like Aragon's
backstory.
No, not so much the backstory, but like a shining example of what it's like of masculinity.
Right.
In so much that he's soft and gentle and kind and prioritizes the protection of the weaker people, but he himself is very strong and like all of these aspects that makes a very layered character. I mean, like that's what we're missing in new media now. What we're missing is a truly well-developed character with like the various layers. And then, to the credit of Peter Jackson, like 3 movies for you to like flush out a character really well. Right. But it's with like so much care and attention to detail. And of course, Viggo himself is, he's the type of guy who's going to be like, okay, he wants to understand his role like intimately, right? He wants, and he's like, I don't know if he's a method actor, but he's definitely like old school, going to be as careful as possible to do the thing.
Good for him that he got into Lord of the Rings. Otherwise, we'd never know this guy ever.
Yeah, I mean, Eastern Promises was pretty big,
I don't know
but
if
like,
he would have gotten
it's
that.
It's not.
I don't know if he gets Lord that role. Rings. No, but I don't know if he gets. They give him that if he's not,
Yeah, it's true.
The King of Men.
Man,
it helps being the King of Men.
When was the last time you watched Lord of the Rings?
I've watched the first one just for funsies, like a few months ago this year.
Yeah.
I just put it on.
So
I don't have the patience for all of them, frankly. Like they're all so long, So like the first one's one of my favorites because they're building it and stuff, and it's kind of fun.
The cave troll scene, insane, dude.
Yeah.
When they look out the door down the hallway and look back in, and you don't know what they said, and he said, and then what's his name says they have a cave troll, and you're like, what the frick is a cave troll?
Yeah.
What does it look like? Then it's just coming through, then dudes shooting arrows through a crack in the door.
Wow.
As they break through.
When homeboy Hobbit drops that bucket down the well.
Oh yeah.
And
full of the took.
And then this guy's sword starts being all neon.
Yeah.
It's fun, man.
Dude, it's so good.
It's fun.
That movie's a rush.
Yeah, that movie's fun. I have somebody on my team I hired, and he hasn't seen it. I was like, listen, don't show up to the next meeting if you don't watch it over the weekend. And I was like, and I'm not kidding. That's how I ended the meeting. I'm like, I'm not kidding. It's not a joke. Okay, go.
I like it. You're using your powers for good.
Yeah, like whatever. You need to be a well-rounded human being. Go watch. This is a seminal movie. You can't skip this.
It's too big. It's too big. It's too big. It's too amazing. It's too well done. It's fantastic.
I agree.
And over time, we will see. Oh, it's some interesting times because like for Lord of the Rings fans, we all know the power Rings of Power was absolute dog shit.
I don't think people connect the shows to the movies,
which is unfortunate because the thing is that as Lord of the Rings fans, right, you're hungry for content, and especially the shining example of the first trilogy, right?
Yeah.
But man, the Rings of Power was so very much disappointing. And even if and for the most part, like if you completely ignore the identity politics, the problem is nothing is developed. There is no care of storytelling. There's no there's no continuity of logic. Like this event means this thing. No one reacts in a way that you think is natural, because like they obviously shot it out of sync, and then
Right, at
they
different
didn't
times to
they didn't get
smash it together.
they didn't get the tone right to like flow properly.
Yeah.
There's so much of that. It's so broken, and the end result is something that is so devoid of the magic of what you watch when you watch even like Hobbit, like the Hobbit movies. Those weren't great.
Yeah, I don't love those either. I kind of I break these. Maybe it's because I like you grew up watching certain things like Star Trek.
Yeah.
So like I don't connect Star Trek Shatner to the Next Generation to Deep Space Nine
To whatever the movies are
yeah.
right now. Yeah.
Oh, definitely not. I just look at each one of those as their own kind of. You know what? But if it's all good, then you're a super happy camper.
Exactly. That's
you know?
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because WB, Warner Brothers, owns all of the original Lord of the Ring characters. It's just that Amazon bought the like periphery stuff. So like like the outer lore, if you will. So they
biblical shit like don't cut my baby in half, or like but these legs are worth. Like, all right, you take the toast.
And so, kind of like Marvel, where they Marvel had Iron Man and not even Blade. They had Iron Man and Hulk and whatever. Not even Hulk. Holy shit, dude! What did they have? They had Iron Man and Captain America and Scarlet Witch, and then after Sony had your Spider Man,
Hulk,
your Hulk, yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's the same thing. WB still has all of the new stuff, and they just announced that they were going to make their own movies now.
It's gonna be horrible. WB consistently makes the worst movies of, I feel like, any, whether it's Jake Gyllenhaal being that vampire, Mobius.
Oh yeah, he wasn't Jake Gyllenhaal. It was
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto, yeah.
Yes, the other Jake Gyllenhaal. Or Venom, which I was like, this could have been.
But Venom, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it could have been so much better.
So much better. You had Ed Hardy.
Yeah,
You got the guy.
you already got him.
Yeah. Just make the movie now. Just let him just like, you improvise. We'll watch you.
Man, you know what's crazy, right? When I was a kid, I read the actual novels, Spider-Man novels, a lot of Spider-Man novels, and Venom in the novels was terrifying. And Carnage also.
Yeah, but Venom used to just come in and kick Spider-Man's ass every time.
Yeah. He was a problem.
Yeah.
He was a problem. He had to be beat not by fighting him. You'd have to beat him by some other thing. You'd have to trap him. You had to, exactly.
Trap him in a belt.
Something you would have to do. And in the books, obviously the books are a little bit even more dark. But like there's scenes in the book, or parts in the book where he's threatening someone, and he's threatening him with the symbiote, and he's like sliding the symbiote into the dude's ear, and you can just like he felt the dude's like the dude's eardrum just he bursts it with a pin of his symbiote, and the guy's like, I'll tell you what you want to know. It's stuff like this. Like he was sinister and damn scary.
If they did a good job with that, they could have made Carnage.
They did.
Oh, I didn't watch it. Was that okay?
Horrible.
No, I thought
so. Okay. Horrible. I watched it. I watched it for once, like it to be like, could it be kind of okay?
Right.
Man.
Damn. Sometimes it's just like, you guys, you have to grow up, and then I'll give you this character, and like I don't know. It's got to be earned. It took them so many bad Batman movies to make good Batmans.
That's true, but it only took Christopher Nolan one shot to do it, and he did it amazing.
Yeah, you need that caliber of
guy.
Like Peter Jackson, even homeboy from Lost who did Star Trek. Like he's a good storyteller. I don't know if you saw who they got this lady making the new Star Wars movie. She's from Pakistan, and I was looking at how many movies she's directed, and she hasn't directed any. And I was like, I'm happy as a Pakistani, but I hope she makes a good movie. Otherwise,
she won't.
She's never directed a movie.
She won't, because it's hella hard to do.
Yeah.
And Marvel is coming into the same problem. There's a lot of new, like maybe one credit to their name, two credit to their name, that have like their helm. They're at the helm of like their feature movies. Not even the TV show.
Yeah.
Like you could build your chops perhaps when you're doing like episodic. You could do a little bit better. But like Joss Whedon, when they gave Avengers for him to do, Like he was gonna direct the Avengers. When they gave it to him, he had already done Dollhouse, Firefly, uh, Angel,
Right.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That in itself, like he knows all of it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then he is an award winner for writing the comic, like
the story
certain
arcs.
story arcs within the comic books. This is the guy you give it to.
Mm-hmm.
You give it to a person that like knows the stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then you build it with the care because the person he grew up with it too. So he's like, I'm not trying to fuck it up. I'm trying to get good, right? When Denis Villeneuve,
Mm-hmm.
you know, he got the thing to do Dune.
Mm.
Denis Villeneuve, like he remembered reading the book when he was 14. He had a relationship with the book. He thought it was amazing, and he made a conscientious effort when he was making Dune, for him to make a movie that the 14-year-old version of him would want to watch. And then lo and behold, they got Hans Zimmer, and Hans Zimmer also absolutely loved the book when he was a kid.
Right.
And so when you put these two people together who like, I'm trying to honor the child version of me by making this thing, you get what you got.
That Hans Zimmer guy elevates what it means to be like the composer of a movie, you know, like doing the score or whatever. But like,
So insane.
yeah, very few people do it at that level where you're just like, and Hans Zimmer is actually touching this. You're like, I'll go watch it.
Yeah.
I'm blind. I'll go watch it. You know,
Dude, do you know what the design cue was that he got for Interstellar? So do you?
right? Yeah, I saw it on Instagram. But you go ahead.
So so Interstellar, he doesn't know what the movie is. He just knows obviously he's working with Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan says, "I would like you to write a piece of music to signify your relationship with your son." And the music that you hear in the main theme for Interstellar, that music is the music that he wrote to exemplify or like, you know, show the relationship that he had with his son. And then Christopher Nolan said it's actually going to be a space movie and it's going to be a relationship between a father and a daughter. But he wanted to give him that prompt first for him to make the music before the movie gets done.
Yeah. Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer.
Also, great name. You know,
Yeah. Have you seen pictures of his studio?
how was it?
Bro,
Yeah,
it's insane.
the guy who did the Childish Gambino's buddy.
Oh yeah, that guy's crazy. But
What's his name? His name is also
Yeah.
like Beethoven or some nonsense.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. His studio is crazy, but
Yeah.
I want to show you a picture of Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, please do, man. That's why we're here. Pull it up, Jamie.
His eye. Hans Zimmer studio.
Jeez, still looking at these freaking animals exploding. Oh wow, it's a friggin'.
That's his home studio. Well,
Where is this?
it's
Can
in
you
his
Google
house.
where it is? Like what country or city?
Oh, yeah, I can do it in a minute.
I'm like, where can you? I'm sure he can.
Look at this wall, and all of these things, right? So we
Are those speakers and dials?
So they're like, you know how I used to have the Warm WA12 over here, and that's a mic preamp. And so when you run the microphone through that preamp, it gives a characteristic to the sound, like it sounds a little bit warmer, like, you know, radio voice. And there's other stuff that sounds a little bit more like it's got a tinge to it based on how the electronics is wired inside the unit. So some of these units, they were built in the 1960s and they still make it exactly the way how they made it in the 1960s because it results in a very specific type of tonality in the music.
Super cool, dude.
So the stuff that he has in the wall,
Yeah.
a lot of that is that shit.
Damn.
Yeah. What do you want? Oh, this here?
Yeah, that's. Can you see this one? Man, it's so nice.
Right?
It's so warm.
Yeah.
Can we see that guy?
Gordon. Okay. Childish Gambino.
Or like that TV show's composer. Oh wow, that worked. Yeah, put up his studio. Just glass. Yeah, this is the thing. It's just all instruments. It does. I don't think this is a studio. I don't think I have a good picture of it.
In the video, it's this. I think this is what it was.
Maybe just a minimalist. He's like, I got 6 guitars, 2 drums, and a flute.
Yeah. No, Hans' place looks like it's.
Also, Hans has done a lot more movies. What's
Yeah,
Hans Zimmer's net worth? We've never Googled that. Sorry, my stomach is like.
Yeah, it is what it is.
200 million.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. That's fantastic for somebody who's, making the music.
Yeah, but he's making the music.
The music, I know.
That's going to stand us. That some of his music will outlast the movies that it was in. He has concerts.
Oh yeah, no, I know, man. I mean, some of those things you can't even like rip away the opening sound of Harry Potter from the movies.
Yeah.
Like, don't. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just I'm like, oh yeah, and
No, that's John Williams.
is it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I've been giving Hans credit for that for a hot minute.
Yeah, Hedwig's theme and the Harry Potter theme. That's all John Williams. Yeah.
See, that's the thing. That was the problem for John Williams. His name is John Williams.
Yeah, that's true. So pedestrian.
Yeah, if his name was like Boom Boom McGee, he'd be like Boom Boom McGee.
Yeah. That's John Williams left Harry Potter because he went to score the new Star Wars when they came back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are comparable in a way, I guess.
I mean, Star Wars is his baby, right?
Right.
So that's when
Right.
they say, "Hey, look, we're doing a new Star Wars." He'd be like,
Right.
"Harry Potter, what?"
Yeah. No, I mean, that's good that, those are your girlfriends.
Yeah.
You're like, sorry, babe.
There's some loyalty here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Switching mad gears. We're already at 32. We're
Okay.
at 32 minutes, so we're good. I had a list.
Sure.
Do you want to do a list?
We could do a little bit if you want.
Let's do a little bit.
I trust you.
Let's do a little bit of the list. Let's see what we have over here. I had a couple. We're gonna go with top 10 strongest animals. Okay, number 10.
Like bite or are they bench pressing? What
No.
are they doing?
This is bench press. This is not bite.
Okay.
Okay, number 10, grizzly bear
I believe that. I thought grizzly bear would be number 1, to be honest with you.
can lift 500 kilograms, which is 0.8 times its body weight. That's really kind of like the way how they're doing the measurement here.
Yeah, I got you. That makes sense. The ant is number 1. But anyways, keep going.
The anaconda.
Really?
It can kill anything. It can squeeze anything to death that is equivalent to its weight, which is 250 kilograms. I just learned that anacondas are hella heavy, dude.
Dude.
250 kilograms?
It's all muscle.
Yeah, it is. It's just one really big muscle.
Dude.
An elephant.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Okay, elephants can weigh up to 6,000 kilograms.
Yeah.
And then can carry up to 9,000.
Okay. You know what? Since the weight is being used somewhat passively, it's hard to be like, whoa, what if it carries,
Right, yeah.
a truck? But
A musk ox, this we know, right?
Okay.
Because we've seen them many a times working and pulling heavy stuff.
Yep.
The ox can carry 900 kilograms, which is 1.5
Okay.
times its body weight. Okay. Tiger,
really,
all right, it can carry 550 kilograms up a tree.
dude, those videos are fun. It was like when you see it just take a deer up.
Yeah.
I saw that. And it wasn't even a dead deer. This deer's struggling. He's like, "You're coming with me."
Yeah,
Like,
we're going up. Dude, also, the crazy part is that it's not going to,
Is it a tiger or are we? I didn't realize tigers also climb trees. I thought that was like
leopards.
But, okay.
An eagle,
Hmm.
able to lift 4 times its own body weight during
Impressive.
flight. Yeah. Gorilla,
Yeah. See, that's something you would.
okay, can lift up to, get ready for this, 2,000 kilograms.
Wow.
That's over 10, so they can do 10 times their body
Is
weight.
that a car? Right? That's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, it's totally a car.
Yeah, 100% it's a car. That's a Civic and a,
And that's
that's
what Planet of the Apes is bullshit. If
we not winning.
yeah, we're not winning. We need all the, if they have guns too, then
That's it. It's
What
game
are we
over.
talking
It's
about?
game over. Leafcutter ant is
Right.
in number 3.
Hmm.
It can lift in its jaws 50 times its own body weight,
Which is nothing.
which is 500 milligrams.
Yeah.
But also, it's an ant. So,
If you grow that, you got an army.
all right.
China's doing that.
Number 2, the rhinoceros beetle.
I've seen this guy.
Yeah.
They do stuff with poop.
Not yet, brother.
Okay.
It can lift 850 times its own body weight.
Wow.
Okay, to put this in perspective, if a human had the strength of a rhinoceros beetle, it'd be able to lift a 65-ton object.
Wow.
Maybe the Egyptians just had a bunch of these around.
It's on their stuff.
Oh, is it?
It's scarabs.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's the horn one, but
No, but-
fair. All right, here we go. Number 1, the dung beetle.
Okay, That's the poop beetle.
Right, that's the poop beetle.
It uses its powers for poop.
It's not only the world's strongest insect, but is also the strongest animal on the planet compared to its body weight. It can pull 1,141 times its own body weight.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
100% poop.
wow.
That is the equivalent of an average person pulling 6 double-decker buses full of people.
Whoa. We got to use this somehow. I don't know how.
Right, because dung beetles. Maybe we could just get these dung beetles to like keep rolling something that generates electricity, and then you get a whole lot of dung beetles,
Right.
and they're all rolling these balls,
Right.
and they can generate electricity.
I'm with you.
I mean, I'm just spitballing here.
You're an engineer.
All right, I'm gonna finish this off with a somewhat funny video. Here we go.
Don't fight our boat.
Is that a shark?
Mm-hmm.
Don't fight our boat.
What's he doing?
Fight our boat.
Damn it! Fuck! I lost my goddamn pinky.
Watch it again. Watch it again. Look how quickly the blood gets out of it. One twist, blood.
Goddamn pinky. Fuck!
So it turns
This kid's foot is almost in the water for a second.
right. It's a small shark, but just letting you know that a shark will fuck you up, bro.
Are they fishing? Is this what's happening?
I think they were fishing, yeah, and he was trying to release it. But dude.
Man, you know what?
gnarly.
There's these situations where you like I have an unusual amount of confidence, and there's these situations where I have an unusual amount of caution. And like when it comes to animals, even if they're like, "Oh, that snake doesn't have venom,"
Right.
I was like,
Right.
"Okay, you don't know if they've been working on it. I don't know. Like I don't.
Right?
It might have evolved. you
Yeah,
know?
for sure. Yeah, what if it mated with a viper?
Yeah, you don't
Now-
know whose parents are. Like, what do you know? Maybe it's got gangrene, right? Maybe
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
got
for
that what these big lizards have.
Yeah.
You don't know.
That's a small shark.
Yeah.
Anyway, he didn't actually lose his pinky. What happened was that it like shredded all of this, like the skin and some of the tendons and whatnot, but it was still hanging off of his hand. So they were able to like put a spike through it and
Oh my god, it's well. I mean, if you're gonna have one finger, that's the right one.
I mean, yeah.
Do it with your, you could still probably.
But you know what's crazy? That
gonna
shark
s-
knew right when it bit it. It's like it's time to twist.
They always. That's what they know.
Yeah.
Water animals know it's time to twist.
Right, but like normally a shark would go in and would bite a fish. It doesn't have to twist the fish. The fish is already thing. It just
Oh,
chomps on
yeah.
it, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like it had this one and it's like, oh, you're connected to a bigger body? Here we go.
Yeah, man. Immediately, he's like, I saw an alligator do this once in a movie.
Yo, he messed up that dude's hand.
I love that guy is also matter of fact and is shit. I just lost a pinky.
And the moms are like, oh, okay.
The
Trying
kid just
to
wa-
get control
Yeah.
of the situation.
Kid's just walking away. He's like, Daddy's angry. Got murdered by a shark.
Oh my god. Anyway, with that, Eid Mubarak, people.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, this one's going up. This is going up for Eid. So Eid Mubarak, people. We made it. Remember us in your duas. If you Muslim, pray for us, please, please, please. Take care of yourselves. We'll be back in a week. Good night.